So it's 2018 and we really need to ask the question, is there really any surge left on the Uber app? What's up guys, your driver Mike here, back with another video. This channel is dedicated to the rideshare space, so if you're a driver, a passenger, or someone just interested in the rideshare space, consider subscribing. So firstly, let's define what surge is. If you're a new driver, this is important to understand. Surge is an earnings multiplier based on supply and demand. Whenever there is more passenger demand and less driver supply, this imbalance creates surge on the Uber driver app. Drivers can earn more by taking these surge runs, which multiplies standard fares by multipliers of 1.2, 1.4, and so on. Exceptionally high surge rates, especially for New Year's Eve and holidays like Halloween, can be a big earnings opportunity for drivers. Year over year, however, we really need to ask the question, are we seeing less and less surge, and are we seeing any surge at all? The answer is yes, there is still surge on the Uber driver app, but it varies greatly based on market. We can see here some big numbers in a medium-sized market, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and this really centers around big events. Large events, especially when combined with inclement weather, cause surge rates because a lot of passengers don't want to drive when they're going to be out at these games, concerts, whatever it may be, and they don't want to have a designated driver. Now, it's important, if you're a new driver especially, to not rely on surge. Study your market, and you need to know if you should even expect surge in your market. For example, here are some more big numbers, big surge rates in Pittsburgh this past weekend. Surge in this market is not uncommon. Drivers in Pittsburgh know to expect surge, but again, the combination of a big sporting event and some inclement weather can really turn up those surge rates. Comparatively, if we look at the market here in San Diego, California, there's a lot more drivers. Even though San Diego is a much bigger city, the surge rates aren't as prevalent as smaller markets like Pittsburgh. If you're in a smaller market or a market that's underserved by drivers, you can really make some great money off of those surge runs. So if you're in those smaller markets, you can make some big money off of surge. But what do you do for earnings when you're in a market that doesn't surge? Markets that don't surge, you're going to have to rely on making earnings from some other means. Whether that be through more tips, longer runs, or just experimenting with other apps. Unlike other markets, unfortunately, markets that don't surge, you can't rely on those runs for more earnings. So the take home here is to know what your market is like. If you're a new driver especially, study the Uber app and find out if you're in a market that experiences a lot of surge. Let me know in the comments below, does your market experience surge, or have you seen surge rates declining year over year? Your driver Mike here. I do appreciate you watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to join your driver team, and I will see you in the next one.